for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the second-ranked team, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Back to the end zone. He could not get his foot down. It's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
The Yellow Jackets trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's running out of time here. He's got it near the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Bringing it out, it's Spencer. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
With the catch, it's Brewer. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Yellow Jackets with 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts it in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter.
Georgia Tech, 14, Louisville, 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning. Gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And the Cardinals will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Took contact on the throw, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
And the Yellow Jackets will have 1st and 10 here. Ball handed off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is on target, caught.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Cardinals will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the Cardinals trying to cash in here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Trying for a fourth down completion. The pocket breaking down. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick this away to get the second half going. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Direct snap to the back. As the first down is still going. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Spencer. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Attempt, but missed it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Good enough for the first down of the 37.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Brewer. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy is showing you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Yellow Jackets churn out another first down. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Got space, looking to score. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
14.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Ball handed off. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker is coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he's got it. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive.
Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kurt, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the returner will be brought down. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Finds his target. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 45, Louisville 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Terrier. 29 Philly.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
That's good for a
Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country.
Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia Tech 22, Louisville 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Comes the offense looking to start the drive. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
The offense starts with a short field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Catch is made. Room to run here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
55, Louisville, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Spencer. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Yellow Jackets will send the punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Cardinals come up to the line in the hurry-up. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Lasso. Griffin.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack.
Intercepted in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And tackled after a small pickup there. Getting set. Here's second down. Motion now from the tight end. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able unable to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's a carry for the fullback. Nowhere to run up the middle. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his back. And this one is caught.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The Cardinals will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because
And looking for a big play here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Defense finally makes the stop after a big game. This offense not throttling back, even on the final play. What a special year at a moment these players will never forget.